Welcome back to Golden Aesthetics. This is Artemus Dolgin. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. My Instagram blocked my live feed because I made a comment about Chinese trash overfloating our market and big tech corruption. It's kind of crazy. I'm talking about the corruption of big tech on fucking big tech platform, right? How fucking crazy is that? And I hate myself for it. So they removed my ability to do live chats for now, and then probably some other shit. But it's just frustrating that we live in that type of censorship. And I was gonna say, I'm not complaining at all, you know, because I think it's weak to complain. And right now, people are in business of complaining. All these patriots around America are in business of complaining. Look at this and look at that. And look at this and look at, buy my T-shirt, made in China. And I don't respect that. I don't appreciate that. I'm a real one. I really love America for what it is, for what it stands for. And I think all of you should read Constitution of America, even if you don't live in America. It was far ahead of its time because it's granted the most important value of all to the people, and it's freedom. And that's why I came to America. That's why I love America. That's why I represent America and wear red, white, and blue, because this is the countries I love. I mean, the colors that I love. And I feel like it's, you know, sort of shameful right now to be a patriot in a way because of the globalist agenda. And we can't deny that it's really happening in America. And even me, like right now, like I was thinking about doing completely another, you know, topic of the podcast, but I'm just letting my passion take over, you know, this wheel within my mind and steer it into the direction where I feel like I want to take you with me and swim and break things down a little bit and see how do we make sense out of what's happening in our country. And I don't want to turn this into a, you know, political channel. I think, you know, I started with bodybuilding and now it's turning more into a lifestyle and I'm getting no views. For the content that I produce, I get no views. And it's disturbing, it's discouraging. That's why I'm not really like putting as much effort into creating content on YouTube. I've been real with you as I am. You know, I never changed myself. I've always been loyal to who I am, and it's made me into a person that I am today, and I truly experience freedom to the highest degree. And I want to spark that in the hearts of Americans and the heart of people that watch me all around the world and listen to my words, because I live what I preach. I live by my word. I am not rich. I'm not famous, but I'm living an amazingly fulfilling life. I don't chase money, even though it's a great asset to have and you can provide yourself with a great, you know, extent of freedom, but it comes from within. And I was able to develop that feeling because of America, because I came to this country as an immigrant with no money, with just dreams, with just goals, with aspirations, and I never hold back. I always pulled the trigger and threw myself into crazy experiences and some stupid experiences, some bizarre experiences, some intense experiences, and some really awesome experiences that made me into a person that I am today. I'm a free person, and I'm a free man. And I can recognize when they're, you know, putting the leash around your neck and start squeezing. You know, what happened to me with this, you know, algorithms, it happens to me everywhere. On YouTube, my TikTok video got removed when I'm on top of the airplane. That video got only 10,000 views on YouTube. Like, that's such a great video blog. It's shot in such an amazing way. And yet some weird stuff gets millions of views and you wonder why. Why TikTok is pushing a song about kids shooting in the fucking, in the chest. Like, you ask yourself questions why it's happening and you just fucking can't really make sense. The only answer I have is just we are witnessing the transformation of American mentality and American identity into something different. You know, the other day I was listening to the song by Aaron Lewis, I think, Granddaddy's Gone, and it's something that is truly disappearing in America. You know, they try to take the guns away, something that really provides the only term of independency and power and ability to push back against the tyranny of the government. And that's why they're trying to subdue this. There is a lot going on in the background that we don't know, that we only can, you know, probably imagine, and that might be even a conspiracy theory. Like, if you start asking logical questions, you become a conspiracy theorist. Like, everything you question, if you question common sense, you're a conspiracy theorist. And I'm not complaining at all. I'm just sharing with you the mentality that I'm developing right now towards what's happening in the world, because, as I said, I met a lot of good people that are recognizing these changes in America and are also very depressed and mad, and they repost and post these videos about Fauci and about this and about. He's not going to jail. You've never seen anyone in American history, recent American history, go to jail. Clintons didn't go to jail. McCain didn't go to jail, even though they committed crimes against humanity in Iraq, and they were involved in killing a lot of people. And they never went to jail. And now you have this idiot with Wuhan. And if you have common sense, you know that shit is fucking, it's played out. It's planned. It's a theater, and we all sucked into it and we all contribute to it. A lot of people that I follow on Instagram, they keep posting about this and about that, and they just contribute to this commerce of information. But people that really run this platform, they're the ones decide where it goes. And if you look at the people who run these platforms, they're all beta. It sucks that it is this way, right? That you look at Zuckerberg and doesn't look like a real man, And that's what happened to me today, actually. I was driving back from my boxing class, and I ran into a big protest. They blocked the street. I wouldn't say big, probably like 100 people, across the street with their cars, with the flags, not American flags, some weird fucking flags, and big, boards, defund the police, reinvest in community. And I pulled up and I put my window down. I said, dude, what the fuck, who are you? Oh, the guy's standing there, right? And he's looking at me and said, who the fuck are you, dude? What the fuck are you doing here? Who brought you here? And he goes, like, man, like, what the fuck, dude? I said, like, why do you want to defund the police? If I fuck you up right now, who are you going to call? And he's looking at me and says, I'm going to fuck you up right now. Who are you going to call? He's like, well, I'm going to handle it myself. I said, let's do it. And I get out of the car. I'm fucking walking towards his direction. I wasn't going to punch him because I know I'll fucking go to jail. The guy looks like a jelly. He looks like a Mark Zuckerberg wearing a fucking mask, right? That pale-looking liberal. They're all looking the same way. And I have nothing. I'm liberal myself. I'm pretty open. I accept every single person and their self-expression. You want to be transgender all you want. But don't be forcing it on a healthy population, because that's not what grants the survival of the fittest, because that's what it really comes down to when it's all about domination in this world. So we're not getting eaten up by China and other countries. We have to remain as a strong country. But there is some sort of weird agenda that's weakening the tradition and masculinity of Western civilization. And I'm not talking about macho toxic masculinity, a bully basically, right? I'm talking about a masculine man that he can decide for himself what to think, what to wear, what to do, who to be, without restraining the freedoms of other people. And unfortunately, being masculine right now is something that looked down on. And the videos that are getting pushed on population right now, all transgender, and I've never seen in my entire life the Pride Month in America the way it is right now. What has fucking changed? I have no idea, but I think it's like all these companies are pandering to the agenda and the clout. And it doesn't feel sincere. I'm not doing it with my company. I love everybody. I don't care, gay, straight, bisexual. I don't care. I really don't care about people's sexuality. You want to express yourself the way you want, but if you try to harm a healthy consciousness of a human being that hasn't developed yet, that's a big problem. I have a problem with that. And that's something that I think every parent should take into consideration when they send their kids to school and look at the curriculum and look at what those kids have been taught, because this is where re-education of America begins, because the traditions and the culture of America is sort of being dismantled at the moment when they're taking down, George Washington, monuments. They're changing history, something that's made this country what it is today, a land of the free. And it is disgusting and it is disturbing. And I also think, like, can one person change the course of history? Can one person change the course of a country? And for some reason, like very deep inside, maybe I'm like, fantasizing that I am the guy to do it because, like you watch the movies in Hollywood and this is a beautiful story, like, but I think in reality you just get shot and, you just delete your Instagram and you fucking go to nowhere. Like, what are you gonna do? Right? Like, what an option we have as a nation right now, like to change the course of our country. And I think that in the grand scheme of things, it's not about posting what Governor Newsom is doing and what this guy is doing. I think it's defeating corruption on the individual level and being the best version of yourself and being a hustler and being an independent thinker and being in shape and being fit and being relentless and being ambitious. I think that's what America is all about. And I think if every single one of us will do it, I think we'll be able to build a strong society. If each one of us decides to control, their life and control the outcome of their choices and their thoughts and don't allow, this agenda and ideology to take over their common sense, then we should be just fine. And the sheep will always be sheep. And the brave man will always be a brave man. And the hustler is always going to be a hustler. No matter what time it is, he adapts, he overcomes, he improvises, he moves forward. And this is how I kind of made peace with everything that's happening, because I was ran down, I was depressed, I was mad, I was getting into fights because of the mask, because of this, because of the control, and I can feel it, that I can sense it, and there's censorship everywhere I go. My accounts are fucking blocked. I couldn't advertise. I had to hire a company to rewire everything. Like, just a lot. I'm getting like through, this liberal agenda I'm experiencing firsthand, and I can't complain. This is their shit. This is their rules. So I have to play by the rules in order to win. I have to be slick. I have to be clever, but I can still stay loyal, to my vision of America. I can stay loyal to my heart. I can stay loyal to my values, my principles, and my code of honor. It's interesting, like, right, this fight, I never talked about Paul brothers and what they do, because if you say something negative, you're a hater right away. Absolutely not. I'm no G. And I look at the world, and I try to analyze it and try to understand what's going on. I'm not giving my opinion right away. I step back. I think, of course, you have some, first impressions, and usually people operate their opinions on first impressions, and this is not correct. You have to step back and you have to really analyze and see, the information. You have to analyze what's going on this side, on that side, on this outlet, that outlet. See the outcome of the things, so you can really shape, a proper opinion. And business-wise, I told you, capitalism is going to eat itself. And that's what's happening in America. Every empire has fallen. Rome has fallen because of the inner corruption. And that's what's happening in America. This is the consequence of capitalism. And usually we study that capitalism is a bad thing. Like in Russia, like we've been taught that capitalism is a big monster that's going to eat you. And socialism is such a great idea because everything is for everybody and everybody's equal and everybody blah, blah, blah. This shit doesn't work. None of this system, in its perfect case scenario, is great and it's ideal, but what you don't take into consideration is human fucking greed that destroys everything. You can survive with socialism and everybody can be happy, and same thing with capitalism, everybody can be happy, but what destroys everything is human greed, and that's what really destroys America, human greed, because all these monopolies, all this Facebook and Home Depot and Walmart and Google, like all these companies made gigantic, just crazy amount of money during the pandemic. That was the biggest transfer of wealth in human history, and everybody's just running to get a job. I don't blame you. You have to do what you have to do, but I'm just saying about the obvious changes and the obvious corruption that's happening in our society, and you have to question those things, right? And I look at it and I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. This is really borderline fucked up. But how do I live in this, right, in this game? And that's what I'm saying about what's happening in the boxing business, right? Because boxing has been a corrupted sport for centuries. Bookies, bats, all that stuff, mafia involved in this. Of course, they're going to give this platform that's been built on blood, sweat, and tears of true, pure talent. The boxing platform, that's what they boxed on. They didn't box outside of Showtime or whatever thing that it was, right? They were involved with the biggest name in boxing, And that's how they generate a lot of money. It's a great business move. And do I respect it? Absolutely not. You know why? Because there are certain things that money cannot buy, and that means the core values and traditions of this country. Not everything is for sale. You know, and with Floyd Mayweather, which I really like, you know, is Thomas Boxer, said that you cannot feed your kids with legacy. How much more money do you need? You already have so much money. Like, what are you talking about, right? This is just greed, you know, and you sell out tradition of boxing for money. You know, that person has to deserve to be on that platform, not with the amount of followers that he has doing dumb shit, but actually paying honor to the sport of boxing. That's my stance. That's, as I said, I don't hate on anybody making money. They can do it all they want. I don't give a fuck. That's not what I chase in my life. Even though it's great to be rich, it's great, you know, to afford things, but I'm gonna be as happy in the back of my truck, and I'll be as happy in a mansion. Of course, it's a lot more comfortable, it's cooler, you will feel better probably, you know. But in terms of internal happiness and touch and conversation with myself, I'll be still the same man. It doesn't matter to me. You know, I live life and I'm healthy and I'm thankful for every breath. And if shit goes to shit tomorrow, I don't give a fuck, dude. I'll be able to surf, run. I'll make money to put food in my mouth. I'll survive. I'm a survivor. You know, I'm not someone that's gonna fold and go work fucking. If I have to go get a job tomorrow, I'll go get a job. But I'm gonna save up as much money so I can make another move. That's just the way I am. And this is what I think core of being American is to be a free man. And I think this is the way we should be, you know, as patriots. Patriots are not the guys that are running their mouth on Instagram. Patriots are the ones who keep hustling, who keep making their future despite all this bullshit. They keep improvising, adapting, overcoming, and helping their community, inspiring every single person around them to live the same way. I really wanted to talk about friendship today. I really did. I really wanted to talk about the way I look at friendship, the way I live through my life and my experience with people, because I'm the highest value in my life, and the principle is loyalty. Can't buy that with money. It's cool as fuck. Loyalty is cool as fuck because something you cannot buy. You know, you cannot buy loyalty. It's something that just, it's earned, it's a blessing, it's a gift, and I'll definitely dedicate a whole different podcast to it because I think this is my contribution. This is me being a patriot, sharing with people true ideology, strong ideology that makes you an OG, makes you a real man, masculine man that's going to provide and ensure the survival of the strong society, not beta society submitted by tech giants. Look who runs those fucking tech giants. Look at them. They all look spineless, all of them. Elon Musk too. Fucking soft. Bill Gates, soft. Zuckerberg, soft. Twitter, soft. YouTube, Google, soft. Look at these people. They're not even fit. You look at Bezos, you can tell the guy takes care of himself. But he's also a weird motherfucker, you know? And like, you can't really go against that. Motherfucker's made a lot of money in America, but people that are in power and people who run the country are the ones that change the ideology, the principles. And by looking at these changes, you can tell who they are. They just want control, total control of population and total submission, you know, and until I breathe, fuck you. Can't submit me. That was Artemus Dolgin. I appreciate you watching my podcast. I hope it doesn't get deleted, you know what I mean? Because I want to keep talking, I want to keep sharing. And if it happens that tomorrow I'm not going to be here and you know, physically, mentally, digitally, I lived a happy life, and I appreciate you watching this channel. Artemus Dolgin.